back. Random TV Reviews. Your girl, Annette.
Your boy, Stan Lab.
Look, we're going to attempt to do this too close to home. We weren't convinced that we were going to do it, but we finally finished the episode like 20 days too late.
Yeah.
We don't have a note in the world. If you're new to our channel, welcome.
Yeah, welcome.
Hit the subscribe button. It don't cost you nothing. If you don't like us after this, you can click it on back off. It ain't that serious. This ain't my full-time job.
Yes, indeed.
But,
Dangerously Close, Alabama. Go Bama.
if y'all not used to it, this is what happens. So, we're going to paint the picture for y'all, right? We have the setting where this girl is from a small town in Alabama.
Bama.
She is now working in the White House. So, we see her friends. All of them are at the bar, you know, toasting it up or doing whatever. And it's two guys and a girl, I believe. A black girl. Don't matter.
Yeah, don't
They
even matter.
wanted her. Yeah, they wanted her to go ahead and dance with this one young, nice-looking guy. She was like, no, Well, this girl, Anna, she's been painting a picture to everyone that she's from a wealthy family.
Mm-hmm.
Her family owns this, they own that, you know, blah, blah, blah,
Front
blah.
like a mug.
Just line her tail
She
off.
broke as, like my mom said, broke as the 10 Commandments.
So they wanted her to dance with this guy. She was like, nah, you know, whatever. So they ended up pushing her into this guy. And when they did this, the black girl took a picture of it.
Poof.
And she gets all in her feelings. She was like, don't post that picture. Don't post that
Don't
picture.
put that on Instagram.
So I said, does she have an abusive boyfriend, right?
Yeah.
So the girl was like, too late. So she went
Post
ahead and posted it. So immediately we saw when the picture was posted, it was a dude with his back turned, looking at Instagram.
Looking at the post.
Like, I noticed when she did. And I said, oh
Real
God.
stalkerish too.
But he looked older. And I said, okay, is he a stalker or is he her, like, sugar daddy?
Yeah.
So I couldn't figure it out. Well, they ended up leaving the bar, whatever, and they ended up at work the next day. Well, come to find out, her and the president have a thing going on.
Yeah.
But the way he covers it up is that he chastises her in public in front of everyone and tries to humiliate her.
Cover it on up.
Yeah, so later on that night, his, I don't know what you call him in the White House. Well, we'll just say housekeeper.
Yeah, assistant or whatever.
He told her, look.
She looked like a slave.
She looked like Juanita. She looked like she can make a mean rice pudding.
Indeed so. As long as you don't make that pie that Minnie made on that freaking, what was that goddamn movie?
I know.
The Help.
But he told her, look, Juanita, that's not her name, but that's what I'm going to give her right now. You can go ahead and go home for the night, which you know home is still on the grounds of the White House, right?
Yeah.
He said such and such got me out at the door, which means that whoever the Secret Service guy is, he covering the door. We see Anna come on through, walks right up to the president and say, you know, what happened earlier will never happen again.
So sorry.
And next thing we know.
He poofs on around the desk like Justin Sage said.
And they get it in.
Get it in.
See, President,
Bumping bellies.
This is what I'm just going to have to get into you, Mr. President.
That's Bill Clinton. That's his name.
Don't say that.
Oh.
Don't say that.
Why?
Because he was the first black president, for real.
I don't care. He still got his wang shot.
He didn't get his socks down. He got rolled and he got humped. Anyway.
Well.
The president.
Well, you gotta call it. Roll camera.
Oh, the camera's rolling. See, this what we're gonna do? So, once again, the president came around from his table in the Oval Office. They in the Oval Office now. They in there getting it in. I mean, hard stroking, long pumping. I said, this what we doing when you supposed to be trying to figure out the free world?
Yeah, got the Oval Office smelling like Badussi.
So, we see First Lady. First Lady is laying in the bed. She rolls over, realizes her husband hasn't come to bed yet.
Yeah, she knows
so
something
she
ain't
said,
right.
She gets up and she walks to the Oval Office. Well, homeboy was like, he's in a meeting. You know, you can't go in. She was like, okay, but who's in there? I'm not allowed to say.
Can't tell you, ma'am.
Blah, blah, blah. So where's Juanita? She's gone for the night. So she gets on the phone. She calls Juanita. She talking about something. Oh, he's this, that, and he's in another room.
Yeah.
But she's sitting right outside on the bench, right?
And she come around the corner.
Juanita come around the corner, walks right into First Lady, was like, oh, so he's... Okay, try again. She said, you know what? Both of y'all stand right here until he's finished. And when he walks out there looking stupid,
we're going to wait it out.
We're going to be right here waiting for him. Well, she ain't had to do that. Because homeboy done got the stroking. Class Carter. Woo, skip, Class Carter.
And his heart gave out on him.
And
Player had a heart attack.
And you know what it remind me of? Oh, Color Purple. How did he die?
On top of me.
I said, President, what we not going to do is just die on top of folk. Well, he had a heart attack.
President, you look like you in your upper 50s. When you get that age, you need to slow that pump down a little bit. You can't be long stroking like that no more.
No, you got a long stroke.
Especially if you ain't at the gym getting that cardio in, getting that heart right. Yeah, you got to slow it down, player.
So, homegirl Anna runs out of the Oval Office to get help from Mr. President, but all she do is run into the First Lady while she got all this almost exposed, trying to get her stuff together. So First Lady's looking at her like,
you tramp.
Okay. So the First Lady goes in there to check on her husband because she looked at that winch like, I'll deal with you later. Right now I need to figure out if my husband is alive. Well, they get around the corner. They went ahead and said they found a slight pulse. Let's go ahead and, do what we need to do to bring the president around.
And then you're talking about he had the flu. Oh, he had the flu, all right.
And that's what they told the public that.
Yeah, he had the flu.
That he had the flu.
Come on now.
But this is where it got real. The First Lady went to visit old Anna because Anna lives in this very nice apartment.
Nice little corner suite.
That the president is paying for.
Yep.
We'll get into that a little bit later. Because I'll get into it now.
Yeah, roll that right now.
Earlier, after she had left the bar, she got rolled up on by this dude named JB. Well, JB is her sister's man.
Yeah.
From back in Alabama. He drives the truck, so while he was driving through on his route.
Like he going through D.C.,
he decided that he was going to stop by and say, why is it that you live in this good life up here in D.C., but your mama and your sister is down in Alabama struggling in the trailer park,
eating bread and water, drinking water.
We're gonna do this all night. We're gonna do this all night. So she was like, you don't understand what's going on, and he said, well, how you paying for all this? So she lying again, talking about some of my student loans. My student loans ain't do that.
Student loans ain't paying for all that.
So he went ahead and went on by business. But First Lady came over to that same apartment, right? She said, this is nice. She told Secret Service, pack all this
get all this, get it out of here.
She was like, what? She said, listen.
Yeah.
My husband is a controlling bastard because right now you're nothing but a possession. But the monster that you see in front of you right now is not to be compared to that fool right there. So
I said, oh.
And she said, when I went in that Oval Office, I didn't see a condom. So what's your angle? She said, matter of fact,
take this pill right here.
She said, open your mouth. She said, because what you're not going to do is have a
bastard child
that I got to deal with. This witch walk around with morning after pills. They'll stuffed it down her throat, told her, swallow and stick your tongue out. First Lady is ruthless.
She's a thug. First thug of the White House, boy. I'm telling you.
And she really did put her out.
But she was talking like she had experience, see?
Yeah, she said you ain't the first.
You ain't the first one. So, yeah, she got her game down tight. But she talking about she going to rat her out for the freaking news. Well, we thought she was bluffing, but.
Yeah. And she basically said, your career is over. Ask anybody that has had an affair with the president how their life and their careers ended up, And I was like, oh.
Oh, yeah?
Oh, okay.
Because usually they try to keep that junk under the wraps to protect the president, but
that's a different breed right there. So let's flip on over. We see Anna's sister, which her name is Bonnie.
Bonnie, yeah.
Bonnie lives in the trailer park, and the mama also lives in the trailer park, too. They struggling. I mean, they
just broke.
They broke as the
trailer falling apart.
Right.
The water cut off.
And this hit close to home for me because this gal right here grew up in the trailer park.
Yep.
And it looked just like that.
Yep. Everybody got their lot rent.
Hello. And then we see this guy named Brody. Brody comes through because he's collecting lot rent. But
Mm-hmm.
Brody's only doing it now because his father is now taken ill. And his father used to be the one that used to come around. He would give everybody a break.
Yeah.
Because most of the people that's in the trailer park are poor.
Mm-hmm.
So if they didn't have their rent, daddy would work with them. Well, Brody is a different breed.
Yeah.
Brody was like, look, I'm not my daddy. Where the lot rent at and where your mama lot rent at?
Where's the paper? No excuses. I want it today.
Yeah. So homegirl was like, Bonnie was like, well, here's the rent for me. I lost the check for my mom, but how about your dad? How he doing? You know, I could come over after my shift at the diner and, you know, work it off and do all of this kind of stuff. He was like,
Nah.
I don't need none of that.
Nah, I just need my paper. That's what I need.
And basically, he got an attitude with her. And I said, oh, this attitude is coming from somewhere else.
Mm-hmm.
But, and he went ahead and left. We see JB, that goddamn boyfriend. Well, evidently JB is that kind of boyfriend that he comes in and out as he pleases.
Mm-hmm.
Whatever woman that's on her period or she don't put him out,
Yeah,
then
that's
he's
what he
back
had.
with Bonnie.
And he the breadwinner. So that
For
gives
the
him,
month.
yeah, that gives him more control.
Yeah, so he's there. We see a whole bunch of kids. We'll come to find out that all of these kids up in this house don't even belong to Bonnie. Bonnie got a crackhead sister, and one of her children is at the trailer too.
Yep.
I said, what God doing?
Yeah, but that's usually how it is, though.
It really is.
It's like the poorest people is the ones that take care of everybody.
It really is. Bonnie is that one that holds everybody
that
together.
ride or die. Because the whole time, we missed this part, the whole time that she was in the White House and her freaking JB confronting about her, she was like, well, you know, we got to be proud of my sister. She's in the White House. She's doing good. Come on now.
But she basically left y'all
She
out
done
to
left
dry.
y'all out to dry while she riding the president.
Literally riding the president. So then, we may be all over the place, but then we see Miss Anna. She trying to go around to all of her friends, right? First, she confronts the black girlfriend. I can't remember her name. It starts with a V. And she tells her, look, something just went down. She tells her, look, basically, I've been having an affair with the president. Homegirl was like,
Nope. I don't want to hear it.
I can't know this.
Yep. Get away from me now.
Said, get away from me, Satan, with this.
Yeah, this is the kind of crap that get you killed.
She was like,
No.
You supposed to be my friend. How you gonna tell me some mess like that? I felt her. She said, as hard as I work to get into the White House, you not gonna ruin this for me.
Yeah.
And homegirl was like, deuces.
Yeah, see, don't call me no more. Don't text me no more. Don't send me a Facebook request. Get out of my life.
So then we see Anna. She ends up over there with the gay couple, but the black girlfriend ended up over at that house too.
Mm-hmm.
The guy, the primary friend, really wanted to hear her out because the girl already kind of told her that, you know, about the little affair that Anna was having with the president. So she was like, I told you not to tell about it. She said, well, you shouldn't have told me.
Yeah. Yeah, she black.
So all in all, she need a place to stay, and don't nobody want to have nothing to do with her because those two work at the White House too.
Mm-hmm.
And they was like, we're not gonna get in the middle of this and Secret Service be all over our tails and make us lose our job.
Yep.
So the partner of the other, the gay guy that at the house, he was like, she could stay here tonight, and they was like,
she ain't staying here.
So she was like, at least can I get some money so I can find somewhere to stay for the night or whatever. So homeboy grabs his partner's wallet and gave her the money and went ahead and pushed her out or whatever. I said, darn, Anna.
Yeah, you don't, man, was that
You won't stacking no paper or
yeah,
nothing?
well, that dingle ain't worth it. I don't think so, because, yeah.
So then we go back to Brody's house, where we finally get to see a little glimpse of Brody's situation at the house. Brody is taking care of a father that's dealing with, it looks like, late stages of dementia.
Yeah.
He doesn't know who Brody is most of the time. He's asking him where his brother is.
Is he out in the field?
Is,
Jesse?
Yeah, it's Jesse out in the field.
Here? Where's my wife?
Yeah, is she in there cooking? Ooh, I smell the food. Ain't nothing in there cooking.
Yeah.
I felt so sorry for Brody.
Yeah, because he had to play along with the game.
Yeah, so every time his dad would ask him something, he just had to keep playing with it and playing with it and playing with it. I was like, So you could tell that Brody is stressed. He's that guy that he's really nice looking. He could be anywhere in the world doing whatever he wants, but he's at home taking care of his elderly father. We get a knock on the door. It's Bonnie. Bonnie comes over there, right, and she offers him some food. It's like I just want to check on. Yeah, I just want to check on you, see how your father doing, all this stuff. He ends up going ahead and letting her in. He didn't want to let her in at first. But he went ahead and let her in. He was like, I'm hungry.
Yeah, I'm
hungry and I need to
And then she liked the way that he liked the way she dealt with his father, because when his father wanted to come down, so he wanted to go to the mill or something. He wanted to go somewhere and do something.
He wanted to go work.
And he was like, it wasn't the time yet, but he was like in the morning, and she kicked in and said, hey, you come over and fix my pipes in the morning. He was like, okay. He said, oh, you need to get some rest.
And then
so
went on the bed.
Yeah, that's where he went on bed. That's how she got in the house.
Well, this is where it all started coming together for me. Brody used to be with Anna.
Yep.
Anna just up and left and went to Washington, D.C. and never looked back, didn't return any of his phone calls.
3 years.
He talked to her in 3 years. He said, I tried and I tried and I tried. She won't have nothing to do with me. But anyway.
Back then, she didn't want me.
Now I'm hot. They all
and she about ready to try to be all on me.
Do y'all remember Bo Bice? Y'all remember Bo Bice from American Idol?
Like Bo Bice.
He looked just like it. Well, things got a little hot and a little cozy with old Anna and Brody, because Brody came over there and put the moves on her.
Yep. The Jagger moves.
He was like, I've always had a thing for you. She said, oh, but you was with my sister. He said that was 3 years ago.
3 years in the past. She don't even call me. I call her. She don't even turn my call.
And she stopped it, which I'm glad she did. She was the bigger person, and she was like, can't do this.
Gotta go.
But if you need me to help take care of your dad, I'd be willing to come around at nights and do that. He said, well, who's taking care of the kids while you over here taking care of my dad? JB, oh, him? I said, oh, so you know the situation and everything. Well, JB ain't nothing but a son of a gun, because then we see, I hope I'm not leaving anything out, but then we see,
camera.
She got a sister.
Crackhead sister.
Named Shelby.
Yep.
Shelby done got beat up and put out at the trailer park by her boyfriend, and her boyfriend told her, don't bring your tail back home.
Don't come back.
Well, we see the little boy in the window looking. He goes and wakes Bonnie up, and he said, Bonnie.
She's out there.
She's out there. I said, who the hell is she?
Who is she?
My mama.
And she out there beating on her mama's trailer all loud.
Pissing on the ground.
I remember that back in the day, too. That gave me a whole lot of flashbacks right there.
I ain't even gonna go there. I grew up in the trailer park, and all of this is real.
Ooh, banging. Mama!
Fighting. You hear everything.
People getting cussed out.
Ain't no secrets in the trailer park.
Gunshots.
So, Bonnie goes over there and gets her sister, told her, say, you got one night to stay here. One night. She go ahead and she starts sleeping on the sofa or whatever. Shelby wants to talk to her son. Bonnie was like, nope.
Can't say nothing to him, not a word.
Get your tail on the sofa.
And I understand that too.
Yeah, because she trying to protect that boy.
Yeah, in there all his life, hurting his feelings.
Yeah, so she go on the sofa, she go to sleep. The next morning, we see JB come up in the trailer. He didn't know she was there. He sat down, she startled him. He was like, what the hell are you doing here? She was like, oh, what you doing here? One of your women put you out? Then all of a sudden, she started fiending for that rock. And she was like, give me some money.
Give me some money.
Give me some.
I know you got something.
I know you got something. And she proceeds to take his belt off like she gonna blow him. He went ahead and stopped it. I said, I got a feeling that this is not over.
Yeah, that ain't over.
Well, later on in the episode, we see where the mama needed Bonnie's attention. So Bonnie goes to see her mama. JB's tractor trailer is parked right there beside her mama's trailer.
Yep. He's sitting up in there smoking a joint.
But who's out there with him? Shelby. Shelby done made her way out there to the tractor trailer. Done pretty much seduced JB, but it didn't take much.
Yep.
Unbuckled him, went down on him because she thinks she gonna get some rock. Next thing we know, she just riding. Just short riding too. She ain't even going all the way up on it. Unless he was short, I don't know.
She won't doing nothing.
Won't do a thing.
Not a thing.
Well, if he ain't had nothing to work with, it is what it is. So, why did Bonnie go and stand up on the steps of the tractor trailer, seeing her sister riding her dude,
and just watch and didn't
just
say nothing.
walked away. So now
I
that
just knew she was gonna throw that door open and kick some tail. I just
me
knew
too,
she was.
and she went in the trailer and sat down.
Yeah.
Then we seen Shelby got pissed off because after she finished, she felt like she done been used because JB ain't got no
He
drugs
ain't got
for
no,
her.
and she told me, you told me you had rock. You told me. He was
didn't
like,
say
he
that.
ain't say that. He told her he ain't had nothing.
She get mad and pulls out his gun and threatens to shoot him and blow his head off. Locks him out of his own tractor trailer and
Starts that bad boy up
and
drove on off.
I said, who freaking steals a tractor trailer?
Yeah.
Her.
Crackheads.
So JB goes in the house. He asking Bonnie, where your keys at? Where your keys at? I need to get my truck from your sister. Bonnie was like, nope, you're not going to get my keys. You're not gonna. So he act like he want to put hands on Bonnie or rough her up a little bit to get the keys. The boy in the back, he come out there, get your goddamn hands.
Had that nice silver revolver.
I said, Lord have mercy. He get ready to take that man's head
Oh,
off.
he told me, shoot me. Do it, shoot me. I said, you better.
said, he shoulda shot
keep going.
you.
Yeah, yeah.
So back in D.C., now that old Anna, she don't have no friends, no nothing, no money. She's basically
She
homeless.
tore up.
She went back to the bar that she originally didn't want to deal with the dude at. Dude happened to be there. Dude was like, oh, okay. She ends up having a conversation with him. And because she's so desperate, she asked him, did you say your place was close?
Mm-hmm.
And she ends up going home with him because she needed somewhere to stay, at least for the night.
Yep.
Well, they get to talking. She don't want to answer none of his
Nah,
questions.
he had my president. I don't want to do it. I'm going.
You don't want to talk about this,
Yeah.
but you in his house.
Yeah.
Basically, he can put you out at any moment. Give him a lie or something.
Yeah, spill the beans. Tell him something.
So, they went ahead and had a great conversation, and then she went ahead and went to bed. He woke up to the news because he said in the morning he was going to wake up early, go do his run. He looking at the news, and who he see on there? Her.
That chick.
Because the president had a heart attack last night, and the last person that was seen with him was
her.
Anna. So he calls into the
He
station
from-
because evidently he works at a news station, I guess.
Yeah, Channel 8 News.
He said, you ain't gonna never believe this, but the person that's on the news that was last seen with the president is on
On
my couch.
Y'all need to get over here with them cameras now.
I said,
Woo!
but how about Miss Anna? Now that she in a crunch, she ain't got nobody. Why she called?
Yes.
Bro.
Bobice.
She called Brody, but she got his voicemail. We seen where Brody had checked his voicemail, was like, I know this when
Which
she
ain't
did.
gonna call me.
But let me back up to Brody a little bit. Brody's daddy is so far in his dementia
Oh my God.
that he almost took Brody's head
Off
off
with
with a
that
shotgun.
double barrel shotgun at that.
He had to grab the gun, and the gun went off
As soon as he picked it up like that.
and basically blew a hole in the pillow.
Yup.
I said, oh my God. And then the daddy winds up confessing to him because he got a little clear for a moment.
Yeah, he got in his right mind for a second.
He told him, he said, your mama, she was real bad off. She was so sick, and I couldn't let her live like that, so I gave her all her pills. So basically, he just told his son that I pretty much killed your mom to take her out of her pain. He was like, tell me,
Daddy, give me details. Tell me what happened. Come on.
And that quick,
He
he
snapped
went
back out of it.
back into dementia.
Yup.
And I was
Dang.
like, dang.
I know that gotta be tough.
So we still don't know what's going on with the brother. Is the brother dead? Did the
Yeah,
brother
Jesse,
leave
yeah.
him? Or whatever. But basically the plot of the story is this girl from Alabama is lying about her life in D.C. She screwed
Front.
her way to the White House.
Yup.
Now she
Now
homeless.
she caught. Now the first lady's gonna kill her slowly.
And this is about to get interesting.
Yeah, from the previews, I get interesting. So
So we gave y'all the meat and potatoes of it, as Thick Chick Vlogs would say, and
Yeah.
y'all want a detailed review on it. Ashley Miller is doing this, and I saw that Lady Nika had did a video on it, which I have not had the time to watch yet.
Yes,
but I'm
indeed.
quite sure it's very thorough. But yeah, hopefully we'll be back next week with it. All right.
All right, straight from the VA.
The dirty, dirty South.
2 up, 2 down. Holla.